Would you like a trick or a treat? Let's have a spooky time, everybody.
We've got fire. We've got lights. We've got costumes. We've got tricks. We've got treats. My kid scooted my chair down. Welcome. Happy spooky All Hallows Eve, everyone. Well, it will be tomorrow. It's the eve of the Hallows Eve today. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Ma. Hello, Alabama. Hello, Rufo. Lava Bison is here. James Loves Rocks is here. Holy cow, my TV's on. I did not expect that. Sharon is here. Hello, everyone. It's a spooky day. It's going to get even spookier tomorrow. Cheers, everyone. Hopefully you have a super fun and super spooky holiday, and everyone stay safe. I have a new toy to play with today, and it's not the voice changer, by the way. That is a fun toy to play with.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
But I have a new toy to play with today. Chubby Hubby's here. I think I saw Jeff sneak in. I did. And Jennifer's here. Did I say hello to Jennifer? I didn't. These are not real glasses, and I can't really see out of them. Okay. So, I'm actually really excited about the new toy that I have because it plays hand in hand with a lot of the stuff that Soul just sent. Oh, and we have weird lights in the front too. I love it. A Halloween-themed agate short, right on. Everybody go check that out when we're done here. Go check out Jeff and Vicky's Halloween-themed agate short. I'm loving the Halloween. It's Rocktober, you guys. Rocktober's almost over. We gotta, you know, have some fun with our rocks. We're gonna brew up some fun today with our rocks. And by the way, Soul, it's perfect with my costume today. It is not a dress, and I'm not wearing a dress. And if you ever say you saw me wearing a dress, I'm gonna tell you it's a costume. Okay. I got an ultrasonic cleaner. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this front camera back to white so that we can see. That was not the one I needed to push. How about that one? So that we can see rocks. Okay. I got an ultrasonic cleaner, and some of the things that Soul sent me last week, I've already ran through the ultrasonic cleaner, and I want to talk about the results. And I also want to run some stuff through it for science. So we're going to do the thing. I mean, you guys did you see me? Are we done? Can we turn around already and get right into this? We'll come back to me, I promise. And the fire and the lights and the everything exciting. Whoop, that was exciting. Okay. So I have before us an entire plate of garnets. And some of them are really nice, and some of them not so much, and that's okay. We're putting these in a jar, but my mom was telling me I should get them wet and so that they would look nicer and things like that. She was also suggesting that I put in there like some oil or something to keep them looking hydrated and juicy in the jar. But I ran these through the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'm quite delighted with the way they are just the way they are now. Like I don't think they need to be wet. There are so many like faces, and I know that's out of focus. There are so many faces that are bright and reflecting light and being beautiful that I'm going to call that good. And we're going to drop those in the jar, kind of like we did with these. So this was an entirely different batch of garnet pay dirt that Lava Bison just picked up. And we went through one plate of it. And this is some of the return we got, well, this is all of the return off of one plate. And I also ran these through the ultrasonic cleaner and they came out really, really nice. So I'm gonna just leave them the way they are in the jar. So that's cool. Yay, cool, neat update. What about the stuff that Soul sent? So I was really hoping that it would tackle some of the crud and things like this. And it did really, really, really improve this rock. But it also really, really improved this rock. Look how much of the rind we can see where really we could not see that before. And I'm pretty sure that that whole pocket was full of junk and now we can see a bunch of druzy down in there. So it really cleaned up the outside of this rock, but I honestly thought that the crystals inside this were black in color. And it turns out they are not. So that I found very interesting. Really, really, really helped clean that up. Like I kind of, there's a fly over here and he's fascinated with the black light. I've touched him twice. Let's see if we can finish him off here soon. I'm really excited about that, but let's see this piece that came from AZ Rock Hounding Expedition. I can't believe how clean this came up here, and I also can't believe how like silver blue it is, because it wasn't before I put it in. I mean, it was, but it just wasn't quite so silvery, so dazzling, so whoa, right? I mean, there it is again. Look at it. Holy chert. How cool is that? There's still some crud way down in there, and if I tried hard, I could probably get it, but compared to when I started, that is pretty amazing. I'm pretty excited about that. I've done some other rocks, but I think we should just go ahead and get one started while we look at more rocks and talk about it. So I've got some Brew already mixed up here. I know it's upside down. We're just going to get over it because that's the way the cord goes and that's the way the outlet is. So there is a heating element in it, moi. So I had to grab a little sip there. I have a few things already pulled out. And let me grab them real quick while I grab the rocks that I already did. Is that everything I need? For now. That'll do for now. Rock abuse. There's rock abuse happening over here. Okay. Let's try to keep these a little bit straight. Okay. So there is just a little bit of junk in here already. I washed the Halloween glasses in here briefly before I started a show in that mix. So sorry. We're just going to get over that little bit of stuff down in the bottom there. Let me try to decide what we're going to do first. Oh, the decisions today. I'm not sure I'm qualified to be making these decisions today. Let's try a couple of these. That one's really weird. Yeah, I mean, why not? Just... I might have to bail a little bit of solution out of there because the glasses didn't take up as much space as these rocks are going to. Let's do like these 4. Okay, so this is, let's see, focus. That's not helping either. Petwood, That help? Yeah. And it's got some little pockets of things happening. Okay, that'll be fun. Here's one that's got a little bit of like common opal running through it, but it's filthy. Let's see if we can clean it up. Here's a petwood. Of course, it's got like some little holes and junk, so it's hard to clean. But it also has some like common opal things happening. This one too. It's just kind of dirty. I don't expect this one to be much dazzling when we get done, but let's see what comes off of them. Let me grab a little cup and some of my magical chemicals. Cynthia's here, right on. Patricia's here, welcome. I could put it back in if I need it. It's a little harder to get it out when it's full of rocks. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit more vinegar. And also just a little bit more rubbing alcohol. Ooh, it's already doing stuff into this mix. Just to bring it up to the full line just a little more. Yeah, that's more better. Let's see what that does. And in the meantime, while it's getting started, I had some stuff that had some like druzy pockets and things on it that I tried to clean up, and it's actually doing a really good job. We're not quite all the way there yet. We've still got some junk up in there, but I can't believe how well that gets in there versus not having that. So I've been loving it. Here's another piece that would have been really difficult to clean. And it's getting right in there and doing the trick. Here was one that I just kind of like did for science because I didn't know. I could see that it had some sparkle here and it had some little like pockets of things happening, but what I didn't see was this whole druzy pocket on the end. I had no idea that was there before I put it in the Shake-O-Matic. No idea. And so I was delighted when I pulled it out. I was like, wow, look at that. Another interesting piece I found. Again, you'd never get in there and get that kind of stuff clean. It's coming right out with the shaker. I'm kind of surprised. Those are not not as dirty as I thought they would be. Ah, there's the Prairie Kid.
Oh, you got the, what's you call them there?
It's a whatchamacallit. It's a Shake-O-Matic. It's a... I was thinking that very same thing, Patricia. That it would be super nice to clean my tumbling rocks, except I was like, boy, I don't know if I want to put that kind of dirty stuff in there just yet. It's still pretty new. We'll see how I feel about it in a minute, and when it's like finally not white on the edges and stuff anymore, we'll see. Then I might feel a little less bad about putting dirty stuff in there. Ma's got cool advice too. I wondered about cleaning bottles and stuff in it, and then I wondered if it would shake enough to maybe that not be a good idea, but what you humming about, kiddo? Oh. Oh, this is going to be like my most hydrated live ever. In smaller containers and pop them in the tank and keep it separate. For real? It works like that? What coarse salt in there would kind of shake things up, wouldn't it, chubby hubby? Right on, good to know, Ma. All right, that was a quick 5 minutes, wasn't it, guys? Look, some of that stuff, it won't get off, but I can get it now with my fingernail now that it's loosened it up for me. And that's why I can't have nice fingernails. I usually then do go scrub them. Ooh, that's cool. Look at all that stuff that we did not see before. I usually then do go scrub them with a toothbrush under the sink. So that they don't smell like pickles, and oh, that's cool. Hey, that's loud. Thank you. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Let's see what else happened. This one wasn't very dirty to begin with. Oh, looks like maybe so the stuff that is on there isn't the vinegary offy stuff. It's like old lichen chunks. I wondered about that though. I thought maybe that would shake off. Maybe we'll give her another quick shake. We'll see. We'll see how everything else looks real quick. Oh boy. Yeah, that's an excellent idea, Ma. She just said she uses hers to clean rocks between discs on her flat lap so she doesn't have any cross contamination there. Whoa. Oh my, stuff happened to that piece. All right, that's cool. We'll look at those a little bit more. Just a second. Let's see what else we can just... That didn't get very gross. See what else we can crud that up with. Okay, so this is kind of a cool piece. This does have like a little druzy pocket down in here. But like the whole outside has a whole bunch of texture. Let's see if we can get that, especially that, cleaned up just a little bit better. Let's see if we can get it out of focus and you guys can see the sparkle. Nope. Okay, here we go. And that one also has like a super micro druzy texture to it. Let's see if we can clean that up. So, oh yeah, I was gonna say, I thought earlier there is a little tiny druzy pocket right there. Out of focus is not a bad idea. Like I say, you can almost see the sparkle better. And that's a pretty big chunk, so we'll probably call that a load there. Probably take us right up to our fill line, isn't it? Not quite. Let's throw this ugly duckling in there. Let's throw the ugly duckling in there too and see what happens. All right, let her rip, tater chip. Yeah, those turned out nice enough. And for stuff that's been like super persistent, I do run it more than one time. Even the garnets, they weren't like super persistent or anything, but I did run them a couple of times. And then one more time with like just a rinse. Just to get them looking their best. See you, Rufo. Thanks for jumping in. Shake it, shake it. Yeah. I'm pleased. Those turned out nice. Like I say, knowing that you've got in there, that's so helpful because you just don't know. I've went back and looked at my rocks before and been like, gross, there's like critters living in the crevices.
Dang, you got everything set up.
Yeah,
What is this
it's
contraption?
Halloween.
Yeah,
We've got all of the lights, the creepy lights, and the...
I didn't notice the black light until...
We're ready.
No.
We're ready to get spooky. Except, where is the zombie fallout shelter sign? I thought he did too, and I looked all over his room more than one time for it.
Maybe you took it off into...
I'd love to know where that went. I love you. Have a good day. Lava Bison says, does it get hot enough for sous vide? No, it does not. Chubby Hubby, or at least it should not. You're speaking Lava Bison's language, though. And that one on the right is shedding some stuff, he says. I also have from Soul this agate that I think we'll try to clean up. Some of the snakeskin pattern in it with the Sonics. And I have these not fire agates that I think we'll try a couple of too. Let's see what happens. If anything, I can just get like the household dust and dog hair and stuff off of them, and that in itself is nice to like just to freshen our pets up just a little. I give my dog a bath, why shouldn't I give my rocks a bath? Yeah, that one on the right was a lot lighter when it went in, huh? Cyclops, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. We're shaking stuff for science. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Oh, I was gonna say, that one's taking forever. It didn't really, though. All right, let's see what's going on. Wow, that really lightened that wood up a lot. How did it do, though? Like, did it help that pocket? Yeah, look at it sparkle now. No, come on. Come on, camera. Oh, out of focus helps. For Druzy Sparkle, it's not doing it. I can't believe how light that got in there. Oh, man. It really, really cleaned that one up. In fact, I almost, like, it could go again for sake of here, but I almost don't want to go again because I kind of don't want to remove any more of the patina. Wow. What a change. What a shocking change. Interesting. Okay, let's see what else. This one really just kind of had that one little pocket, but wow, it did things too. Okay. Right there was the one little druzy pocket that we were really kind of hoping would pop, but the whole rest of the piece is much cleaner. And the one that was like white when we put it in, tis not white anymore. I kind of called him an ugly duckling before he went in, and he's definitely still that. This one, though, this one had a bunch of that texture that I was hoping would come clean. How do we do? Ooh. Why does my camera hate the sparkle so much today? I mean, there's not a huge lot of it in there. Ooh, I saw some of it there for just a second. I was gonna say, there's not a huge lot of it in there for the camera to be finding anyways, but it's doing an especially, like, not fantastic job of it today. What else shall we put in it? Let's just, like, go put Soul's Rock in there, like, right now. Let's run it one more time with Soul's Rock, and then we'll try something different. Hey there, brother. I bet we see some of that crystal back up in there. Oh, and that banding. But I bet we see some of that crystal back up in there a little bit better once they're super shiny. I'm going to put it face down. And one more time we're going to run you, and then we'll give you a little rest while we mix up a new brew. That one was weird. I didn't expect that result. I heard, brother. Did you give it a name yet? Your puppy. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of that water that I pulled out from earlier. It's not really water, it was mixed, but I'm gonna give it even just a little bit more. There we go. That's getting more towards the full. Well, I know it's not hydrogen and vinegar, it's vinegar and rubbing alcohol. James, can you put hydrogen in there? Yeah, you bet. Although I'm curious about your your idea. Has anybody ever done that? What kind of bomb can we make? So I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really realize how much of a like different little chunk that piece right there was. It looked more like homogeneous before we started shaking it. Or is that just my imagination? Oh, well, you know what? James says everybody hit the button. I haven't done that. There, I did it. Oh, well, maybe somebody in the chat knows. James. What happens if you start sticking different stuff in there, like peroxide, or what about if you started putting, you know, like I know Chubby Hubby had mentioned earlier that salt is an abrasive, but it's also an electric conductor. Like, are we gonna have any issues if we start mixing salt and stuff in there? It was like making bombs over here. Why do a marshmallow? Who said that earlier? Was it you earlier that said, I'm not doing a marshmallow? Oh, I know, Chubby Hubby. I know what you were saying, that it wasn't. But what if I wanted to experiment with something like that and see what happens? Has anybody already done it? And they could tell us? Boy, that brew's getting awful brewy, isn't it? Don't mix bleach with anything, but I have before to whiten skulls. I've mixed it with baking powder, baking soda, and smeared it all over horns to get an extra thick, bleachy stick. But yeah, you were at your own risk on that one at Prairie Girl. Okay, maybe we'll try some things. I will be careful, I promise. Well, I think I've already pretty well scratched the metal, Cynthia, when I put the garnets down in there. But I do see what you're saying. Oh, bink. Time's up. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, boy, it is a heck of a lot different than it was going in. Uh-huh. All right, but the side we're all curious about is this. Hey, that ain't bad. Let's see really quick. I honestly think it could even go for one more. I don't think one more would hurt it. But that is, I think, a notable improvement. Maybe not as it dries. Could probably shake it at least one more time. It did stuff definitely to the rest of the rock. But yeah, we want to know about that druzy. Ooh, but the crystals do definitely catch the light better now that they're clean. I knew we would see back in there better. Yeah, sparkle, sparkle. Now we're seeing some sparkle, sparkle. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it'd get rid of that white in between, like I say, that snakeskin pattern. And I think it might have helped, but I also think it could definitely go one more. Oh my goodness. Uh-huh. Probably will if you run it longer. Yeah, I kind of wonder that too, Ma. It's been on there for, lots and lots of years. Just to shake it off in 5 minutes would be pretty impressive. However, did it not, like, really lighten up, clean up the exterior of that rock? That's interesting. That is an interesting result. But we have more things to shake and try and shake. I might stick that little bugger in there. And I might stick that little bugger in there. And I might stick this little bugger in there too. For science. These are AZ Rockhound Expedition rocks. Let's see, where's my mister? Ouch, that was my hip. Did you guys hear my hip? Well, we'll just dunk them then. I'm gonna let you guys look at how absolutely amazing and beautiful and awesome these rocks are while I go clean the shake-o-matic. And when we come back, we'll shake some more stuff. Are you rocking? rocks old and dull, or they just don't thrill you anymore? We'll clean them up with science. Rocks like it to be shook. They like it to be pretty, so they like it to be shook. I'm gonna take my mug with me. Let's see if I can carry both of these things and not have a catastrophe. Oh, 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 oh. Slow your roll, Prairie Girl. I found another one while I was up that I shook for science earlier. Check this out. That one turned out really, really pretty. It really made that druzy pop. So many sparkles. Yeah, that's one that I found. And yeah, it was like black inside of there. You can still see a little of that dark color like way down deep. But I had pulled enough of that out of there that, you know, I was like, I'm happy with that. Look how much sparkle we're seeing in there now. You could see it before, it just wasn't, you just really couldn't make out all that detail and texture in that coral. And now you can make out the detail and see the druzy, and it's pretty clean, so I'm happy with that result. All right, let's scoot these guys over really quick. It's like a tiny bathtub, you guys. Kind of looks like a tiny tub on the screen. So we just have some water. Oh, I thought that was a hair down in there, and guess what? It's a scratch. So we got some water, and I'm not really measuring anything. I'm just kind of eyeballing until I feel like that's a good starting place. See if we can see my fill line if I scoot this. Was that the right way? Yes. No, we can't see the fill line. It's in there. So I started with some water just now. And I've got some rubbing alcohol. We'll give it a little shot of rubbing alcohol just for funsies. We'll give it 2. And just to get the brew really rolling, we'll give it some vinegar. You probably should measure this and care, but here we go. Let's go ahead and do these little puppies next. Let's see what happens. Can we get the bot holes clean on these? I would really like to get the dirt out of the bot hole. I mean, Nobody likes a dirty butthole. So let's go ahead and toss a couple of these in here and see what happens. I mean, that one's super filthy on the back. Can we get him cleaned up? I mean, maybe we could get some stuff off of that one. I get dog hair stuck on me because I'm touching them. We'll put a few in. I should have looked at it first, hey? Just drop it on in there. And, you know, maybe some of the black stuff will come out of there. I don't know. He's got kind of a dirty bottom side, too. Scrub those holes. Little shaker. I should really be careful when I'm reading out loud right now, since the chat could be a little weird today. That one's got a lot of kind of junk in him. Let's see if we can get him cleaner. That's kind of a like pinker piece, but dang, it's dirty, and it's like black dirty stuff. So let's see what it does to the black dirty stuff. Oh, there's one with lots of wrinkles, but it's also very, very, very sparkly. Let's get that bad boy in there. That one's got a dog hair. It's still got a dog hair. Sorry. Trying to get rid of the dog hair. And drop him on in there. Ooh, look at that one. Here we go. Put him to the test. The Shake-O-Matic. Is your chat getting weird, Stacks? Or are we hoping it'll get weird? I didn't put that one in. I thought we could find better ones. Ooh, yeah. I mean, like, look how twisted that one is. Is it going to shake any of that stuff off? Do you guys know? Have you ever tried this? Are we going to find out together? I don't know why that one made me laugh so much. We're keeping the chat clean in so many ways right now because we're cleaning rocks, right? It should. I've cleaned so many rocks this way, she says. We're gonna find out if it'll even touch that or not. Ooh, that one's beautiful. Look at all of the little holes and gross little pockets it's got. All right, I think we about got the bottom of it covered there. Ooh, let's sneak one more in there, couldn't we, maybe? Ooh, that one's pretty. Eck, the dog hairs are sticking to me. Oh. Okay, let's sneak maybe a couple more in. What about that one? Sorry, it's a little out of focus. Put him right there. What about that one? It's kind of pink, but it's got stuff stuck in it. I'll put him right there. Let's see. Room for one more? No, not really. One more. A little guy. Alrighty. Sorry that was loud. I didn't mean to throw that on the table over there. Does your cleaner heat? Yes, it does, Ryan, and welcome to the chat. And let's check. We could actually give it a little more go-go juice here. It's not quite full. It doesn't have to be full. But Look, there's a dog hair. Let's get him out of there. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at you, dog hair. How's that look for me? I think I like that. I'm gonna hit the go, and my kettle's in the kitchen rocking and rolling right now, so I'm gonna hit the go, and we're gonna watch what happens, and I'm gonna go fill my cup up real quick. Okay, so already we got lots of bubbles. Can I get you closer? All right. Oops, sorry, that was my knee, and that was my chair. I did put the vinegar in there. Put the vinegar and the alcohol in there. Just in case I didn't, here, let's put a little more. Make everybody happy? Happy, happy. I mean, it's not doing a lot, is it? I mean, it's doing some. Plus, it's got a little lid, and I'm sure that that helps to make it warmer in there too. But the lid will get steamy, and we won't be able to see. Why, thank you, Ryan. We're doing chemistry for science today. What's in your cauldron today, gang? I don't know if I'm impressed with that result yet or not. I mean, I could give it a 7 run, see what happens. Tis fascinating. And I don't know if I said it out loud or not, so I'm going to, but Moss said start with hot tap water. That helps too. I wonder, yeah, I should probably warm it somehow. I can't get, I'm running a reverse osmosis water in there, RO water in there right now. And it comes out of my tap like that, but it does not come out hot. So I wonder though if I warmed it up first, if I'd get a better result. Yeah, run it in the kettle. Or warm it up in the microwave or something, eh? So this is the dirty little butthole that I most wanted to come clean. Ooh, I actually think it is coming cleaner. And then, like I say, oftentimes in between, I'll grab them and give them a little scrub with the toothbrush. I don't have my toothbrush over here right now, but maybe if I give a little rub with this towel. Well, it's definitely sparklier. There's definitely no doubt about that. But it's still a little dirty little butthole. Those are still a little bit grimy too. That one actually looks better. Let's flip him over and give him a little shake the other way. Oy, 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 that one could still use some shake. If it does any good at all. Let's see, what about that one? Let's flip him over and give him a shake the other way. Let's flip that one over and give him a shake the other way. Let's flip that one over. And we'll give them all a little flip, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle, flip. And we'll give them another shake. Ew, that one's real filthy. All right. Now what you know about it, Rocks? Yeah, the solution is still pretty darn clean, isn't it? And those were actually kind of dirty rocks. There was that one that was like super body too. Where was it at? It was over here somewhere. Or, I didn't mean, yeah, was it? Or was it super crystally? And I was like excited to see if it really popped the sparkle on it. I don't know which one it is. I mean, it's not it's not super crystal clear anymore, but like I say, that could all just like boil down to the dust and stuff that's collected on them while they've sat around for a minute. Josh, welcome. I'm guessing you're on your lunch break. Yeah, put it on the wood burning stove for sure, Ryan. Absolutely. With the lid, I don't need my eye protection. Oops, squints back on. Mm-hmm. I also kind of almost wonder, like, what if I give him a little room to jump around? If that would help. See, that one's moving. That little guy down in the bottom. You guys can barely see him. See him moving? He's northbound. Ew, I just pulled crud out of that. I just pulled crud out of that hole. Let's see, I was gonna say, I'm almost positive I've got a piece of like discarded beading wire or something sitting here. Gross. Yuck. So there is stuff in them. Gross. That was actually like a whole heaping pile of dirt. Ew, back in the Shake-O-Matic you go. Ew! It's still gross in there. Oh, now we can almost see to the bottom of the hole. Can we get a little focus in here, please? Gross. 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 Back in the shaker you go. Get shook, Rock. Get shook. Yeah, like I say, usually do lid on and shake it while it's shaking. No, let's not do that and say we did. Ew, they are gross. Oh. Okay, Shake-O-Matic, do your work. It's this one. Nobody likes a dirty bottle. Yeah, that's the wimpiest little aluminum wire I could possibly have grabbed, but oh well. Just because I don't have my toothbrush handy. Anybody going out and doing anything for, adult Halloweens? Or are you accompanying any minors to go do trick-or-treats? Or how about anybody dressing up? I know Chubby Hubbies dresses up every day in his bibs as the nice guy on the block. Lava Bison dresses up every day as something else that's awesome. He wakes up every day and says, "It's a great day to be Indigenous." Oh. I thought real long and hard about dressing up like a bass player today, but I thought, that's too original. That's too OG. We gotta get creative. Nothing for me for Halloween. I'm scary without a mask, says Ryan. Are you gonna stay home and hand out treats to the littles? Well, we still have a dirty bottle. I do believe that they are slightly cleaner than they were, though, because it is kind of hard to see to the bottom of that thing now. I mean, you can still, but it's a little less nice in there. candy here. Haven't had anybody stop by my place in like 20 years, he says. Yep, Even some of our rural farmhouses and stuff, like the neighbor kids, if they've got neighbor kids, the neighbor kids will stop by and trick or treat and stuff. So even if you're rural here, that doesn't always get you off the hook from having a neighbor kid stop by. Well, yeah. I don't know if we should run them again or call it a win. I've got another batch over there, but it's kind of just now getting warm. I do, in fact, think it may have cleaned them up a bit. I kind of want to give it one more little... I mean, since they're in there. I'd be more likely to get bears than trick-or-treaters, and I'm not sharing my candy with them, says Chubby Hubby. Another 7, Ryan? Woo! I mean... kind of sure we're running here. I'll put this one in there too. Like, we're not quite to the full line, and I think we're gonna overfull it, but this one has like just regular old dirt and junk in it. And I don't even know if it's the same material. Might even be different material, but I'm just gonna plop him in there because he needs a little swishy swish. They never put any effort into their costumes. Gosh, it's trying to be a beautiful day over here. I can't believe how nice it's trying to be. It's been not very nice past few days. Of course it would get nice now. So no one is dressing up and doing anything too exciting, and no one's chauffeuring any littles around. Eek. Sorry, Ryan, that doesn't sound fun at all. How about your favorite candy bar? Is it a candy bar, or do you like nerds and gummy worms and fruity things? I'm gonna eat this candy bar. Name that candy bar. Ryan's a Reese's guy. All those little kids at work have been getting excited. Mounds, Patricia. Wow. That's a good one. I like an Almond Joy, which is like the equivalent to Mounds, isn't it? Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. But yeah, all the little kids that have been coming through, I've been asking them what they're going to dress up like, and they're so excited. And are they going to get lots of candy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to get all the candy. It usually is not very nice here on Halloween. It's usually miserable for the poor kids. They got to put coats and snow pants on underneath their costumes and, you know, go in every little bit and warm up, whether it's in a car or in one of the neighbors' houses or something like. It's usually quite brutal up here on Halloween. I always feel bad for the kids, but today it's pretty nice, and if it stays this nice tomorrow, they'll have a like once every 7 year nice Halloween trick-or-treat weather kind of trick-or-treat or trick-or Halloween. That's the word I'm looking for. Burp. There it went. I think we should do these. I've thought about it, Ryan, but I'm just like not sure that all the kids would think that was super cool. So maybe not. I do give kids rocks, but it doesn't have to be Halloween for that. I give them out all the time anyway, just cuz. So that is a little murkier. I mean, we knew there was some murk on them rocks because they've been in that dish since I got them from the auction up in Canada. I maybe have rinsed them, maybe, but I don't even know if I did that. I might have just grabbed them and left them in there. Anyway, we still have a dirty botthole. I did not get the dirt out of our botthole. Excuse me. And usually I would give them a quick scrub with the toothbrush in between each run, just to make sure I'm, helping it along and getting all the, like, is it Cynthia or somebody was saying earlier in the chat that they've never had really much luck getting the lichen junk off of their rocks in here. And so, but it will kind of like loosen it for you, which is quite a step in the right direction sometimes. So I do, like I say, go give it a little scrub and get the stuff that isn't going to come off with the vinegar and things like that, and then usually run them again. But because we're not right by the sink and we're not going over there with our camera, we'll just run it a couple of times and have a look. Try to spill this on myself. Let's see, can we get you closer? Do you need to be closer? Would you like to be closer? Is that too close? I'll be right back. Let's dump this. Ew, there actually was a bunch of junk down there. was like quite a bit of grit down in there. So what do we think? Did it help? I mean, it definitely didn't hurt him, right? But did it help? That one is so stubborn. It's also so sparkly, though. Yeah, like I say, I know it definitely didn't hurt him. Yeah, I mean, they look nicer than they did. That's for sure. Definitely do. They definitely do look better. Oh, thank you again, Lava. Oh. Yay. Jennifer, did I say hello to you? Or did you sneak in on us? Have you been here just kind of lurking? All right, so let's clean those up real quick. That was fun, and that was real, and that was real fun. But I think we should, sorry, I'm gonna move that out of the way really quick. I think we should shake these. I just wonder if we could get that butt pocket smiling just a little better. And there's, you know, there's a little druzy guy down there, but I think if any, you know, mostly if anything comes off here, it's going to be out of this crusty exterior, but let's see. Let's see if we can get that just a little sparklier, a little smilier. This one too, like this is already super smiley. It's like definitely dancing for us and doing delightful things. But what about this little bit over here? I think maybe we could clean him up just a little. PrairieGirlRocks, clean them up. Clean them up with the Shake-O-Matic. And this one too, I think maybe we could get a little bit better view. Oh, I think we could get some of that off there and get a much sparklier, happier rock. So I think we're gonna shake a couple of these real quick. We're gonna get the Shake-O-Matic. Give her some water. I'll give her a little more water. Don't get too nuts because we gotta fill. We're gonna put some rocks in there. Maybe they need an hour or so, says Jennifer. Yeah, that may be, but just to keep the show rolling, we're gonna move along. Here's some vinegar. And here is some isopropyl alcohol. Not quite up to the fill line, but at least we're over the top of the rock. Let's give it a little bit more water. Just a smidge bit more. That'll do, donkey. Okay. Let her rip. Shake-o-matic. Ho, 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 that's fun. There is stuff happening. Okay. I'll be right back. I need to go run a bio break really quick while we watch that. Are we too zoomed in? Are we having a focus issue, or is it really just because we're bubbling around? Looks good on the telly. What about jewelry? Does anybody use this to clean jewelry? And if so, what kind of stuff do you put in it? Just water? Just warm water? Do you put, rubbing alcohol and vinegar in there? You maybe not want to do that to your copper or something, I mean, I don't know. Are we doing things? Can we tell? Is stuff happening in there? I see some bubbles. Moi says she does use it to clean jewelry and she just uses soap. But she also dips her things in silver cleaner first. Chubby Hubby says they do a great job cleaning coins. Silver might not like the same solution, says Joseph. Is the bot pocket getting cleaner? I can't really tell if the other stuff is, because it's kind of down in there. Sorry, I tried to move the camera, but I think maybe we have better luck just scooting the container. Makes stuff out of coins, huh, Chubby Hubby? And he runs his creations through his Shake-O-Matic. So I'm moving it again. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Ma. Ta-da! The best part of waking up is drinking from your caring cup. Whoa. That got super clear. Okay, well, we'll flip it over and run it so that the little bot pocket can shake. Yeah, we're gonna run that one again because it's coming off, but it's not all the way off. Look, I just got a chunk with my finger. So yeah, we'll shake that one more time and we'll turn him over. Put him bot down. This one too. Turn him over. Holes down. Joseph. It's getting a little murky in there, guys. Oh. Oh, you didn't have to retract your comment. We play like that in this chat, and we're just fine with it. I'm kind of looking back at a couple of these that I did earlier while these are shaking, knowing that it did a pretty dang good job getting in there for me. Like, really did a not bad job there. And like I say, it's doing a pretty good job at this. This texture in here is like, I don't know. It's different. Here too, it's like webby. And it's kind of, I mean, it's getting in there and doing things for me. It's getting it cleared out. And that's not the kind of stuff that, you know, wants to chemically come off. That's the lichen and the moss and stuff that's hard to get out of there. So it's doing a pretty good job. Like I say, this one, I could see some of this fun stuff, this little sparkly face over here. Can we see it sparkle? No, we can't. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. There it goes. But I had no idea that it had that whole corner. I had no idea. And would have never known had I not stuck it in here. Not the kind of place you can get a toothbrush, but it's doing a very, very good job getting that junk out of there. Oh. It's walking around too a little bit, by the way. The one in the middle, James. Yeah, thanks, Josh. Thanks for stopping by to see what's shaking. Speaking of AZ Rock Counting Adventures, since these are their rocks in there, thank goodness Soul sent me a few of these because I really didn't know how pretty they were until I got them in my hand. And they are really, really pretty. But I really kind of like the way that they run their auctions. And I may borrow their idea in the future. But as much as I like it, like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hung out with them for, what, like 2 hours the other night while they were doing their auction. And I bid on all kinds of stuff I liked. And I did not win one auction. Not one. But I still like the way they did it. So, like I say, I may borrow that in the future. And I'll definitely be, I know that they're planning on doing some more in the future too, and I highly suggest that you guys go check that out. Their prices are right, and their material is stunning. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's see if anything happened. It's definitely much murkier in there than it was a minute ago, isn't it? It's a unideer. Well, that's a safe way to roll when it's hunting season, don't you think, Chubby Hubby? Nobody wants the unideer. All right, let's see. What about this little guy? I'm kind of shocked, like, how clear the chalcedony got. Like, you guys can see my finger all the way back here now. I mean, it was pretty before, but I don't think it was that clear. Oh, and I want to pluck that thing out of there, but I think it's part of the rock. But the question is, did it get this little druzy pocket, and did it make it more druzy-y? Yeah, I think it did. Shnikes, there's a lot of sparkle in there now, isn't there? Nikes. Here, let's do a zoomy. Holy shnikes. You can definitely see the grape agate down in there sparkling now, huh? Oh boy. Let's dry those out so we get a real honest look. Yeah, that's awesome. That definitely did some stuff. Okay, so there's rock one, right? Let's see, what about this guy? Because he was kind of crusty up here. I think he still is a little crusty. Let me poke him with my wire. Where'd my wire go? There it is. Maybe not. Maybe that is part of him. Nope. Came right off of there with a little wire poke. Okay, but this is interesting. I did not realize that that was blue before. It was covered with a little crud, and I thought that the whole thing straight across was white, or that whitish creamish color, but look at, there's some blue popping out of there. That happened on the big piece. The big piece doesn't look quite like this either, by the way. But that happened on the big piece, where it turned out, when it was done, it was more of like a silver blue than I had noticed it being before I put it in there, for sure. So let's go back to this guy real quick. Look, there's a hole in it that I didn't see earlier. Right there. So there must have been some junk in there that got shook loose. Yeah, much better up here. Much better. Like I say, there's still just a little bit, I think, maybe down in there. Yep, I just saw it move with my fingernail, even though it's out of focus. So we can maybe shake him one more time, and he's done. After that. But what about this one? Right away, I think we can see more on the outside than we could before. Even though it was clean on the outside, I think it's cleaner. Now, in fact, I'd bet you that that's where a majority of the junk down in the bottom came from, was the outside of this rock. But we want to know, did it get the bot hole clean? Did it make the bot hole sparkle better? They're still wet down in there, so it's hard to tell. Oh, look at it sparkle now. I think we might have got them cleaner, guys. Just that angle right there, they look like little snow globes. Oh, goodness gracious, look at the sparkle down in there. It's like a little disco party. Holy shoot. Oh, look at that one back there doing it. Uh-huh. Oh, I think we have to call that a win. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so in love with this material. Let's look at the little pocket too. Yeah, a little less spectacular than that big old gorgeous druzy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. I kind of knew I'd be more than delighted with that, but wow. I do have another couple pet woods here, and I don't expect like really great results out of them, but you just never know. Do you guys want to watch another pet wood run while we shake that little guy? Be fun to see when it's dragging too. I'm gonna just set it aside. We'll run one more run over here in the Shake-O-Matic, and we'll bring this back. In fact, can we just like... Can he be our little side friend for now? Well, he's there, but we don't really see him doing anything. Okie doke. So here's one that's got more of that common opal and stuff in it. I kind of hope that it'll just loosen up some of that black stuff for me. And maybe some of these like super aggressive little edges might have some little dirts and stuff still stuck in them. So let's see what happens. This one, again, has that kind of micro druzy almost texture to it. Other side is pretty smooth, and I don't expect a lot of change, but I wonder if this one will lighten up like that other one did. Lighten up. Here's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and this actually does have some, well, gosh, all the reds and colors, but I did see a little sparkly in here earlier. Where was it? Right in here. Kind of right there in that broken face a little bit. Right there. I can't get it to pop for you guys, though. And like I say, it's not overwhelming with your naked eye either. And then we get this other field junk. It's not the stuff that comes off with the vinegar or acid, and it's stuff that you almost like have to chisel off. Anyway, I just wonder, will it or won't it? For science, let's find out. Will it or won't it make a dent on some of that junk on there? Alrighty. Let's get ready to shake rocks. Not even a bubble. Oh, one over here. I'm disappointed. Oh, another bubble over there. Yeah, one over there's doing stuff. More glitter than Vegas. No kidding, huh? I have already washed all of these. Yeah, and I'm sure these were washed too, but it just does stuff you can't always do with even your best washing. Dirty rocks, clean them up. Kinda want to set that one right on top and see what happens. He's dirty. He's a dirty rock. What happens? He's dancing. He's dancing. It's getting murky in there, guys. No, I haven't dish soaped the solution today at all. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry that we're lulling you into sleep there. We're out of fire over here too, by the way, Ryan. Gross. It's getting so foggy in there we can't even see. Getting better. All right, let's see real quick. Here, Ryan, this will wake you up. Oh. All right. We got fire. We got candy. We got spooky lights. And we're whipping up a brew. A spooky brew. No firewood? Oh, there's like one piece over there. And it's okay. It's pretty warm today. It's like 45 degrees outside today. It's almost enough to make a girl want to go for a rock walk. It's still a dirty rock, but it did clean it up. All right. That wasn't the point of our experiment today, though, right here, right now. Our point of our experiment right now. Ooh, it definitely cleaned up some of the little bits and grits and broken edges in there. In fact, again, it lightened it up quite a bit. And did it loosen that? Yeah, it did. I'm so excited about it getting some of that junk loose. Why am I whispering? I don't know. It didn't all come off of there, but at least it wants to come off of there now. It was like a super soak, man, because I could leave those sit in the kitchen sink for 3 days and that stuff still wouldn't want to come off there. So that is great that it at least, like I said, it doesn't get it off, but at least it makes it so I can get it off. And this is the one that had that kind of micro druzy kind of pattern to it, feel to it. I had guessed that it would probably lighten up quite a bit in there, and it kind of did. Yeah. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not overly impressed or underimpressed. And this had the junk on it that just never ever comes off. Oh my gosh, I think it's actually helping it come off. No. No. Whoa. Okay, so now I'm kind of impressed. I'm going to get the green stuff, the moss, because there's some moss. And again, we've discovered that it'll loosen that up for you, but probably won't peel it off there for you. So let me get it a little bit. Yeah, look at it come right off there now. Like I say, I can soak them forever and scrub until I'm blue in the face and I can't get that junk off there. But you give them a little 5-minute shake-o-matic. And voila. But like I said, what I'm most impressed about is that it's getting that gray stuff that's so hard to get off the other side. Okay, the gray stuff. Do you guys remember how gray and discolored that was a minute ago? This piece is pretty. Let's see what it's doing. Bob's here. Hey, Bob. Well, I think it definitely cleaned some things out of some of the little cracks and crevices in there. The place where it was sparkly was in here somewhere. I see it just a little with my naked eye. Let me put it in the sunshine really quick. Yeah, it's all nuts right there in the sunshine. It's so not fair that we aren't seeing it here. That's a neat piece of wood. It feels cleaner, that's for sure. And how about our piece? Did we finally get there? I think that's as shook as she's gonna get. Oh, I love that pattern in there, you guys. Mm-hmm. 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 That is a pretty piece. So let's go one more time back, see if we're dry in here yet. I think we are. And is it still looking like a disco party? More than ever. More than ever. Oh, if I had my flashlight handy, I would backlight that. That's okay. We'll save it for another day. All right, we're going to give the Shake-O-Matic just a minute break. That fly in there I'm not thrilled with. And we'll say our salutations and do our things because, oh, I have this to show too. Let's see if I can get it off here. I have a rock here. The bear sent me. And I've wire wrapped it. So there's the back. And there's the front. How stinking cool is that stone? It is a black sunstone, says the bear. It's so pretty. And I know you guys are talking about the stone, not the wire wrapping. And that's the way that I want that. That's the way that I prefer to wire wrap a beautiful stone like that. Is let's keep the focal point the beautiful stone, not my wire wrapping. Like I want that stone to be the first thing anybody notices, and the wire wrapping second. So I like the way that turned out. I'm really pleased with that. I have been playing with some of Bear's other rocks. I've also been playing with a lot of the stuff that Soul sent. Like I say, running these through the Super Shaker was wild because the outsides cleaned up so much more than I thought they were going to. I really thought that that pocket was full of black crystal, and it's really not black. I mean, they're dark, but they're not black. You know, getting in on some of my little fossil-y friends and making them sparkle and shine. So I'm kind of in love with the Shake-O-Matic. It's kind of fun. And I've been kind of wandering around the house going like, what can I put in there next? What else needs a little pep, a little pep party? So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm excited about it. It's been fun. I'm gonna keep at it. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on. The saw, you know, we're running stuff in the saw. I've got more bear's bone cut. We'll circle back and revisit that another day. We did the, you know, we've been doing garnets, and I ran those through the sonic shaker. And I've got some tiny bottles. I found my tiny bottles. Ma, I found my tiny bottles. I wish that I'd have found these before I sent your package, but I found them now. And so like those ones have some pretty big garnets in them. But I'm gonna put the tiny garnets in the tiny bottle, Ma. Cause I can. Yeah, but I did send things for your tiny bottles. I just didn't have a bottle to put them in. So anyway, that's you have a garnet bottle necklace, do you? But do you have the same garnets that I have? Because I have 2 different kinds. Awesome, Ryan. Ryan's cutting rocks. Heck yeah. Yeah, like I say, it's meteorite night tonight, so I'll play with my meteorite friends tonight. And Papa's been doing some, or Bob's been doing his high noon rocks stuff. That am I right, Bob's? And Soul's been doing some package opening stuff. Ryan's been doing some cut polish, play with rocks sort of stuff. Right on, Patricia. Oh, thank you, Ma. Dressed up for Halloween. Might as well. I figured we might as well. We might as well play. We should put the spooky light back on, though. Oops, wrong button. I always do that. There we go. Now we get spooky colors in my glasses. Yeah, so Karen's doing the thing, and Kyle's back, and Arizona Rock Counting Adventures is going to do kind of like the same thing that I'm doing. Bob's going to do some more sorting on Saturday, he says. So join Bob's Rocks on Saturday. AZ Rock Counting Adventures, or yeah, I got that right. They're doing a Wednesday, Sunday thing, kind of like I do. I'm not always faithful on the Sunday part of things, but I am on a Wednesday thing. So check them out. I think they're doing another sale tonight. You guys be there. Seriously, be there, or be square. Yeah, Jeff and Vicky are always putting out great content, so check them out. I can't even think of it. Oh, Eric the Cosmic Cat. Have you seen some of the stuff he's doing? And Opal Guy, too. You know what? Lovingly, and I do mean this, lovingly, but lovingly, like, you two, and your comet pictures. You're so cool with your comet pictures. They really have put out some really cool astro stuff lately, and I enjoy that. It doesn't have to be your cup of tea, but it definitely delights me a little bit. What else do I know? Who else do we know? What else do we know? Yeah, that's what I can think of. I watched a Katie did rocks the other day, and her and Jim were trying to put faceted stones into rocks, and it was an adventure for them. It's interesting to see how far Jim has come along. Like, Jim used to just kind of be along for the ride and kind of be the film guy, and you know, he's taken a really active role and now doing some very beautiful faceting work. So all kinds of stuff going on. But yeah, that's about all I can think of for the shouts for everyone. I know I always forget like half the crew every single time, but that's okay. You guys know where to be and what to do. I was gonna do something. Oh, I was gonna do this. It's Halloween. I can't not, guys. Let's see. There's this extra spooky voice. There's a less spooky voice. I kind of like that. And there's this robot voice. Okay, we're gonna do this one. The fire is awesome, isn't it, Ryan? Okay. Grow up, Allison. So you're supposed to be able, like, you know, put this thing on like a... Attention, ladies and gentlemen, would you please fasten your seatbelts and get ready for today's ride? There may be some turbulence at the end. Let's see. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to stay up there, so. So we'll just kind of put it right there. Let me get a couple rocks to look at, even if they're not mine, and even if they're just for funsies, beautiful stuff to look at. The light's no good right now anyway. We've got stuff going on, but okay. We're going to sing the song, and we're going to do it in all Halloween fashion. All right. Everybody ready? Never grow up, right? Pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one, and they all are very pretty, and they all are everywhere. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Happy and safe holidays. And you guys, in a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. Happy Halloween. Everybody go have a spooky one, and we'll see you again. It's the end of Rocktober, you guys. Let's send it out in style. Happy Rocktober. See you guys next week.